What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mel here in our classic review. Today, I'll be talking my thoughts on another Halloween special. This time, Hooters King of the Hill, a popular show from 20th century by creator Mike Judge. If you know him, he's the guy who created Beavis and Butthead, which you see the early prototypes of Hank Hill right there. But yeah, so today I'll be talking about my thoughts on the Halloween special of King of the Hill, Hilloween, which was aired on as the fourth episode of season 2 back in 1997. Jesus fuck! I was like a year old when this came out, and this is like 3 months before my brother was born. No, because he was born in December of 1997. I was born in August of 96, so yeah. This is around my territory, but... Oh, the hand-drawn. Oh, how we miss it. And the reason... I did like a poll of which episodes to do, like a rain poll. Like, I had one of this one, I got another one of Chowder, Poultrygeist, Lilo and Stitch, Spooky. I can't remember the other one. Damn, there were like, I don't know how many I did, but I was waiting for anybody to do like a vote so I can know which one will go first, second, third, and nobody voted. Like, what the fuck? Come on, people, I need those votes so I can keep this review up. So I choose Halloween instead. One, because this involves what we see in today's society. Religious asshats. If you don't hear me louder, I'm not going to shout loud because it's in the middle of the night. I'm doing this review. This is actually focused on, let's just say we had a flashback of when Hank and his pals were kids enjoying Halloween, Hank dresses the devil, Dale as a hippie, Bill as a prisoner, and Boomhauer's a ghost. Which, oh my god, the pills to that candy sex, shit. Oh man. But I'm going off course. Before we begin, did you subscribe? Did you hit the bell? If so, are you a Halloween lover? Good. Do you know anybody who keeps saying, Halloween's for Satanism! Halloween's the evil! Hey, moron! Read a book! A history book, not your propaganda bullshit. Yeah, those bigots. Because I don't know about pop one in the mouth. But yeah, remember to subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, and let's continue. So yeah, this episode is more like, I want to concentrate more because this involves like, what goes first? Your faith or your love of the holiday? Because, oh boy. It's going to be one hell of a doozy. So yeah, it begins with hanging his friends, buddies, or constructing a haunted house for the local middle school. As like tradition, Meanwhile, Louie attends her Bible study class meeting until a group leader introduces Junie Harper, a new outspoken member of the church who Hank considers a busybody, aka a bigot propagandist, a religious bigot. Which, of course, she starts showing like anything over Halloween as Satanism, like a witch. Which, of course, remember, Luann's not that smart, and she's a bit innocent, and we got this religious shithead screwing up her brain. It's gonna go to Hank. And yeah. Let's continue, because I'm gonna put more and more. June tells that the impressionable teenagers that Halloween is a holiday for witches and Satanists. Jesus Christ. How this is outdated. And this is from 97, so this is outdated. It's like saying if you play Dungeons and Dragons, you're a Satanist. You're a devil worshiper. Fun fact, shithead. Satanists are actually atheists. They don't celebrate the devil or God. And a witch depends what. Depends which witch. You got the Wicca who practice nature and the light, or the darker half, which is stay away because you'll be cursed. Fuck, literally. I like how you just confuse teenagers. Okay, like I said before, my review back in I think it was with Recess Halloween, that I never had fun Halloween during my middle school or high school days because remember, I'm stuck here in the island. They're the ultimate party poopers. You know a fun fact? You know when the Christmas decorations are always up? At September. Literally, damn early. Like this. Shit. There's even people who've already their Christmas decorations up. Like, what the fuck? At least this one house, I think it belonged to one of my cousins, actually has a wicked Halloween decoration. These cool statues, like a life-size wolf man. Looks awesome. He knows how to decorate his house, including the holidays, but hey, I like the Halloween better. It looks pretty dope. I don't know how much it costs, like a fortune. But yeah, continuing. And this religious bigot starts spitting out bullshit like the usual. And this is okay. When Luann gets home, she repeats what Judy Harper said about trick or treating being devil worshipping. Like trick or treating being devil worshipping. Are you fucking kidding me? I remember I watched a documentary on the History Channel. This came out in 2016 called The Real Story of Halloween, which they mentioned where trick or treating came from. It was actually a way of asking for soul cakes, which was during the time when people knock on doors for a cake, so they can pray for their loved one's soul. Which, of course, in the ancient Roman Empire, they will pour cream on their loved one's graves when they won't return to haunt them. And for soul cakes, they were used. This is during the time of the Catholic during the Holy Roman Empire. That a soul cake, they'll actually pray a soul which is stuck in purgatory, which enough prayers can send that soul to heaven. And you're telling me this bitch thinks trick-or-treating is Satanism? Girl? No wonder your relatives hate you. Jesus. I wonder how was your high school life? Swirlies? You dumb cunt. Sorry, but people like these piss me off. They're like the number one public enemy number one. These are like the religious bigots that need to lose their right of free speech, because one of these days they will get somebody trigger happy and murder somebody innocently. Boy. Let's continue, shall we? Guys, I do like ranting, but hey, at least I say it's the truth, right? Well, of course, continuing. When she actually says that, we'll just say a notion that raises Hank's, eyebrow, his... Later, Junie tells Luann she is sponsoring a Hallelujah house, which is a righteous alternative to a haunted house, which... Bitch, that's a cult. Because I seen that, if you see the later half of the Hallelujah house, it's like you got these guys, give them cookies to these kids, force them making deals like they were lawyers to sign a deal. Like, huh? The hell? That's like pedophile shit right there. And she dresses an angel. Bullshit, you ain't the angel. Let's continue, shall we? When Luann tells Junie that Bobby's school is sponsoring a haunted house, which of course, she does the most bigoted way. She threatens Principal Moss, with a lawsuit claiming separation of church and state, which is the biggest BS ever. First of all, school is not a place for religion. Yeah, you got some people who say join, but yeah, let people live. This ain't no private Catholic school. This is a public school. And she has a goddamn... I'm sorry, but Luann's kind of stupid. I feel bad for her. She getting that stupid ideas in her head. Remember, Luann's innocent. If you've seen her history with her family, like her mother was a drunk, abusive. We all know what happened in season 1. We see the tornado, literally. And when she sees that flashback, oh boy. and we see her mom, how she goes with alcohol, nearly killing Bill in the process. It's like deja vu with his ex-wife. Even his dad's worse, he's a junkie. And her aunt, Hank's wife, has a lie that he works in an oil rig. In reality, he was in prison for drugs. Yeah, so the only decent person in her life is Lucky. Although he's dumb, at least he wants to do what is right. Better than her ex, who got blown up by a propane tank in the Megalomart. And we've seen that. Entitled shitheads, don't know what to do. 3, 2, 1, boom. Which cost her her hair. Literally. And Hank, PTSD. But continuing, with little of choice, Moss cancels the haunted house, which I feel bad for Moss because he pulls me the higher man, but the problem is I don't know why. He could have stood up to his bigot. Ugh. Peggy suggests that the haunted house be held inside the family garage. There, Hank initiates Bobby in the fine art of trick-or-treating by covering June's house with toilet paper. That's an innocent way. No murder, no none, just throwing teepee over the house. What she deserves. You know what's happened next, right? The dumb bitch, trying to find out who it is, she exits the dwelling. What do they take for cover? But June gets a good look at Bobby's face and reports him to the police. Hank takes the blame for the incident, but out of Peggy's earshot, he praises the boy as a regular Halloween hellraiser. Later, Luann tells Bobby that his father is a Satanist. Oh boy. I forgot Bobby's the same as well. He's just confused. He's like trying to understand life, but he's a middle school boy. And Luann is making things worse. But continuing. At first, Bobby dismisses the notion, but after recollecting several of Hank's comments about Halloween and an unpleasant liver dinner, the boy comes to believe Luann may be right. Meanwhile, June conceives the city council that her house was attacked by Satanists using her own dead cat, which the bitch ran over. And this was like, I think, after the toilet paper scheme. Literally. She used her own dead cat that she ran over as a bargaining chip for the city council to cancel Halloween. Literally. I got cats. And this has been a problem because there have been cats that have been being stolen and abused by demon worshippers. Like, literally. Most specifically black cats, white cats, ginger cats, those type of cats specifically. That's why I get my cats in here by those a-holes. There's a difference between a Satanist and a demon worshipper. Like I said before, Satanists are atheists. Demon worshippers, they're just dark, bad shit crazy. They even can dig up the grave, murder animals, or sacrifice and do that. Some people need to get educated more, but fortunately, going to these mega churches, throwing all your hard work money on these so-called preachers who live in mega mansions and expensive jets, while you what? What you doing? Do you have a mega mansion? Do you promise you a mega mansion? No? Then stop giving away your money to these idiots. But continuing. After this, as a result, the council passes a curfew that, in effect, cancels Halloween. Despite this, Hank vows to teach his son the true meaning of Halloween, come hell and high water. Oh boy. Which, yeah, when Halloween comes at late night, nobody shows up. Then we see Blue and Bobby attend the Hallelujah house where June pushes her own religious agenda, which this is highly illegal. It's like you're this is something you're forcing people. This is something similar to the Spanish Inquisition. That Catholics are forcing Muslims and Jews to be Catholic or be killed. And you know what happened. Jesus. Whew. Me? I respect people, but you don't force me in your own religion. Hell no. I live my life, you live your life. You try to force me to something, I'm gonna belt you in the mouth. You will be talking for years. Oh boy. Meanwhile, Hank and Peggy sit by the garbage hoping trick-or-treaters would stop by in the garage to see the haunted house, with Hank being upset that nobody will stand up for themselves, which... This is something similar to history when the Catholic Church had more power back in the medieval age. And no one stood up. If you try to stand up against the church, you're burned as a heretic or witch or warlock and you're burned at the stake. Even people who are scientists try to prove, like example, Galileo. He made one. He was threatened to be burned at the stake. He decided to stay home arrest, then burn, and prove that his information was wrong. BS. Years later, Pope John Paul II pardoned him. I think it was like 300 or 400 years after he died. And guess what finger did he give to the church as a holy relic? The birdie. Hey, look at the birdie. What I told you, you nut jobs. Yeah. And there were other who were not so lucky. Like, there was this other mathematician who was burned at the stake. There's a statue of him in Italy. That one of his books, like 5 copies, only exists in the world, I think. One of them was sold over $1 million. I think I remember one episode from Pawn Stars that he was looking for this book. And he bought it for like $100,000. And the book's small, like the size of a tiny little book. You just write phone numbers or watch your thoughts. That size. Jesus. But continuing. When Peggy tries to get her son to join his father, Llewellyn tells her aunt that she took Bobby to Junie's for the boy's salvation. This news causes a living Peggy to angry berate Llewellyn about making decisions that she has no authority to make and threatens her with expulsion from the Hill residence if she ever does it again. Outside, when Peggy tells Hank that his son is attending Junie's anti-Halloween church party, he takes action, which... First of all, Llewellyn, you just did a stupid idea. You don't mess with Mama Bear's children. No, you don't mess with Mama Bear. You mess with the cubs, you get the claws. And she just threatened you. If you do that again, she's going to kick you out of the house. And when she told Hank this, he says to... Fuck this. We're bringing Halloween back. So what he did? So he decides to, despite the threat of arrest, Hank dons his old devil's costume from when he was a kid and walks down the street yelling trick or treat. And soon other residents, mostly adults, even Llewellyn, decides to make horns out of her hair, realizing what she had done was wrong, and decides to make it up. She joins the rest to save Halloween. Which, of course, you see, mostly who are appearing to chant this mob is mostly adults who actually love Halloween. You have Boomhauer dressed as a ghost again. No way, I think it was it was Bill dressed as a ghost, but soon his costume got ripped, so he decided to go as a toga, or Roman toga party. Dale as a insurance man. I don't know what Boomhauer dressed as. I think it was a ghost as well. I don't know. Which of course musters the courage to join him, and parade of neighbors gather in front of June's house. Hank tells his son he will be given candy if he joins the festivities. Junie, however, warns he was sent to hell. Like, bitch, you're a false prophet. You already got yourself a ticket to hell. And you're forcing people for your religion? Bullshit. And guess what Bobby does? He goes trick-or-treating. Not because of candy, because he wishes to be with his father. Which, of course, the rest of the parents get their kids out of the house because, face it, they don't want no cults here. Later, the boy tells Hank that despite what he said in front of Junie, he does indeed care about the prospect of getting free candy, which... Who doesn't want free candy? It's Halloween. Who doesn't love free candy? Oh boy. And I kind of like it because there was a meme right here. If you didn't know, June's costume was an angel and Hank's dressed as a devil. You know, like, who's going? Who's going? Oh boy. Bobby in the middle seems to resemble the cartoonish depiction of the conscience. You know, the good and bad. Ain't that funny? Oh boy. And I love this episode. It was actually pretty good. And there's a moral lesson, people. Never listen to bigots. And here to tell you one thing. There are bigots here in Perigo. Saying that how... Que Halloween para los santanismo. Halloween para los diablo. Poor, misguided, uneducated people. If they really learned the real history, it'd be much easier. But no. Showing them the history book will get an instant heart attack. Jesus. I don't know, people. It's all the same. There's no use in saving those idiots. They're a lost cause. But those who are getting about to get in the trap, save them before it's too late. And never believe these bigots or these religious dumbasses because they're just a bunch of con artists and looking for so-called save your soul. In reality, it's just your pocket counting, your money. Literally. And you find that in the U.S. everywhere, even the South. Even in the mega churches. Oh boy. Do they love to preach about Halloween's for the devil, Halloween's against Satanism. You celebrate Halloween, you're going to hell. Boy. I think people should learn to read an actual book, read history. But nope. They fall for the trap, and they're stupid for life. Me? I enjoyed Halloween 1. I'm a Catholic, but hey, I know the real history, so I'm not stupid corrupted. I enjoy Halloween, and if I had a kid, I'd prefer like moving to the U.S., you know, because excuse me, to have he or she have a better, you know, yeah, I know the education system is shit, but hey, at least you can celebrate Halloween rightly so and enjoy it. Not like, you know, here it's like sorry, I got something in my throat. I think I have a hiccup. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me. As I was saying, it's usually the problem here. I think I recall there's also one, like a priest in Mexico saying that Day of the Dead is Satanism. Like, wait, what? You're telling me the most famous holiday in Mexico, Day of the Dead, where you honor your ancestors, talk about them, visit their graves, pay their respects, and you call it Satanism? Wow. Your ancestors have been calling you the biggest fuckhead, shithead of all time, and they're more ashamed because you're a priest. I say, didn't know you've seen Coco, or The Book of Life. I recommend those two films on Day of the Dead. No, wait. Book of Life on All Souls Saints Day? That's the holiday we celebrate. We never have Day of the Dead here. I wish we did. It would be pretty cool. We have a second Halloween. And also learn history of my family. Yeah, I like a good story about it. It's better to learn about your family's history than listen to some bigots shoving bullshitness in your brain. Oh boy. But yeah, folks. Well, I think that'll be it for today. If you enjoyed this review, give a like to this video. If you like King of the Hill, hey, this is an episode for you. If you like Halloween. And yeah, to those who might get offended, good. I'm not talking about the ones who know about it. I'm talking about the ones who have 0 brain cells. Good. Have fun. But yeah, until then, remember to subscribe, hit the bell, like this video, and if you're new to the channel, comment down below. Tell me what was your favorite episode. To me, this is like the only episode of Halloween episode in King of Hill. They only did one episode. I don't know why they didn't do any more. It's actually pretty cool. But yeah, remember our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers, or at least 500K. But until then, have a great day, everybody. See ya, and peace out. And stay safe.